In the last chapter, we talked about throwing overboard all the emotional baggage that threatens to sink us. Some other things that are actually good to have during easy times can become burdensome during the storms. So it's important to figure out what else needs to go and what we need to keep. So let's talk about priorities, which will keep us on track as we head toward our shore. Lightening more of the load. In the previous chapter, we saw that in order to lighten their load initially, the sailors on Paul's ship tossed the cargo overboard. But that wasn't enough. They needed to continue to lighten the load if they were going to make it through the storm. They threw the ship's tackle overboard with their own hands. Acts 27:19. They now had to throw the ship's equipment over the side to further ease the weight of the vessel and keep it from hitting a sandbar. They ejected the mainsail and the extra gear. All of that would have been nice to have on the journey, but when the situation became life or death, the sailors got rid of it. Their main priority was doing what was necessary to brave their way through the storm in order to reach the shore alive. Too often, in the middle of our storms, we use up our best energy on insignificant activities, like worrying or trying to make everyone happy or trying to figure it all out or worrying, did I say that already? Or even on the trivial, such as obsessing over how many followers we have on social media or shopping for another pair of shoes. My bad. Some of the things we hold onto aren't bad, such as the desire for a new car or the trip to Europe, but when they threaten your ship in a storm, it may be time to rethink those priorities. We need to follow Stephen Covey's advice. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Easier said than done, I know. When we are in a storm, we have only so much energy. If we want to survive the storm, part of finding our brave is discerning the main thing and keeping it, the main thing, and then not focusing on the rest because it doesn't really matter. At a staff meeting a few years ago, my husband asked for volunteers to help illustrate a point. After gathering the 3 innocent victims at the front of the room, he gave them their roles. You are all firefighters. Your job is to put out fires. Then he explained that since there were no fires that day, he was going to give each one a responsibility. Volunteer 1, wash the truck. Number 2, mop the floor. Number 3, wrap up the hoses neatly. He had them mime their particular jobs, poke fun at them, and then demanded that they act out their imaginary tasks more convincingly. It was entertaining, and we had a lot of laughs. Then he asked each of them, "What was your job again?" They responded in turn. Wash the truck, mop the floor, wrap up the hoses. Then he drove home his point. No, you're all wrong. Your job is to put out fires. He had deliberately put so much focus on the other tasks so that we all had forgotten what their real job and priority was, to put out fires. In life, we can lose our way when we allow things, whether good and interesting or bad and destructive, to slowly and subtly become priorities. In a storm, remembering and focusing on our priorities is a matter of survival. Just as the mainsail on Paul's ship didn't serve the crew during the storm and they needed to chuck it, so we need to live every day asking ourselves, what's the most important thing? I know this seems obvious, but in my years of ministry, I have seen people do the wildest things simply because in the midst of the storm, they forgot what their priorities were. Stop pursuing the trivial things. Trivial Pursuit has been a popular game over the years. It's based on our knowledge of facts that have little impact on our quality of life. It's a fun game, but living our lives in pursuit of the trivial is not. To many people, Trivial Pursuit is not a game, it's a lifestyle. Sometimes we are more concerned about a celebrity news story or our friend's social media stream than we are about our own ups and downs. Someone else's drama can be so involving, so alluring that we forget to focus on the priorities in our own lives. Storms can be disorienting. In the confusion and chaos of a dark, scary moment, we can be tempted to do things that numb our pain. We play hours of Candy Crush Saga or avoid